There are some games in the world that captures the hearts of gamers through their excellent story and gameplay and make them their hardcore fans. And then these hardcore fans want some more things after playing these games, and that is why they ask for a sequel to these games from their developers. So today in this video we are going to talk about video game sequels that, to my knowledge, video game community wants. But before we start, you are going to see that this list is going to be awkward because I will be talking about the games that I personally know about. So without any further ado, let's start the video. At number 1, we have the Bloodborne. Bloodborne is a 2015 action role-playing video game developed by From Software and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation 4. The game follows a hunter through the decrepit, Gothic, Victorian-era inspired city of Yehernam, whose inhabitants are afflicted with a bloodborne disease which transforms the residents into horrific beasts. Attempting to find the source of the plague, the player's character unravels the city's mysteries while fighting a variety of enemies. Bloodborne is played from a third-person perspective. Player control a customizable protagonist, and the gameplay is focused on strategic weapon-based combat and exploration. Players battle varied enemies while using items such as trick weapons and firearms, exploring different locations, interacting with non-player characters, and unraveling the city's mysteries. What makes the people want a sequel of this game is because of its gameplay. It is another very good Souls-like game from Software. Bloodborne has been praised for its gameplay, atmosphere, sound design, Lovecraftian themes, and interconnected world design. At number 2, we have the Sekiro Shadow Die Twice. Sekiro Shadow Die Twice is a 2019 action-adventure game developed by From Software. It was released in Japan by From Software and internationally by Activision for the PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox One in March 2019 and for Google Stadia in October 2020. Player control Wolf, a shinobi who embarks on a quest to rescue his lord and becomes embroiled into a conflict for Ashina's fate. The gameplay is focused on stealth, exploration, and combat, with a particular emphasis on boss battles. It takes place in a fictionalized Japan during the Sengoku period and makes strong references to Buddhist mythology and philosophy. Many hardcore fans of this game want a sequel of this game because of its amazing gameplay and story. It is another very good Souls-like game from Software. Lead director Hidetaka Miyazaki wanted to create a new intellectual property or IP that marked a departure from their Dark Souls series, wanting to make a Japanese-themed game around shinobi and ninja. And number 3, we have Call of Duty Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts is a 2013 first-person shooter game developed by Infinity Ward and published by Activision. It is the 10th major installment in the Call of Duty series and the 6th developed by Infinity Ward. It was released for PlayStation 3, Wii U, Windows, and Xbox 360 on November 5, 2013 and served as a final entry for Nintendo platforms. The game was released with the launch of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The game acts as a standalone installment in the wider Call of Duty franchise in lieu of the World of War II, Black Ops, and Modern Warfare series that preceded it. Ghost inherits much of the core gameplay and structure of the previous titles, with a mission-based campaign and an open-ended multiplayer, but introduces a near-future setting to the series as well as increased focus on tactical gameplay, including the addition of new squads modes and orbital strike super weapons to the multiplayer. Ghosts also feature an alternative cooperative shooter mode titled Extinction, acting as a spiritual successor to the Zombies cooperative PvE game modes introduced to the franchise in Call of Duty World at War. People want a sequel of this game because there was going to be a sequel of this game. The story of the game was left on a cliffhanger, and I think Infinity Ward never made Call of Duty Ghosts 2 because Ghost received mixed reviews from critics for its generic shooter gameplay and lack of innovation, and also till the time it was Infinity Ward's time to make the next Call of Duty game, the jetpack Call of Duties like Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 were taking over the franchise, and that is why after that Infinity Ward made Infinite Warfare. At number 4, we have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare or a jetpack Call of Duty. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was the first jetpack Call of Duty. It was launched in 2014 for PlayStation 4, Windows and Xbox One, and also for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It was the first Call of Duty game made by Sledgehammer Games. Primarily, Sledgehammer Games made a jetpack game because people were asking from Call of Duty to add something new, and there was a whole lot of new stuff in Advanced Warfare, and they also wanted to compete with Titanfall. Some people loved the jetpack Call of Duties and some people hated the jetpack Call of Duties, but those who loved the jetpack Call of Duties want to have them back because of their jetpack gameplay in the campaign and the multiplayer. And so that was it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you do, then please drop a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel, because many people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it will be very much appreciated. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Till then, this is Wavex signing out.